happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Say we got another huge update. You guys can probably already tell it is going down. Just by that title alone, you guys are definitely going to want to see this one. So we're witnessing a major backfire coming for the very corrupt District Attorney of Fulton County, Georgia, Fani Willis, as she is now being forced to come forth and testify on behalf of her collusion with the Biden White House in order to bring forth that political persecution, witch hunt, racketeering case on Donald Trump. Guys, I'm excited to get into this one. So we're not straight into it. Just make sure you guys hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Before we even get into it, you guys, hit that like button. Also with that subscribe button for your boy. And without further ado, let's get straight into it, folks. Check this one out.
District Attorney Fani Willis was a no-show for a state Senate committee hearing today. Willis is being investigated for alleged misconduct in the Georgia election interference case.
She was subpoenaed to testify today, but ignored the order. Fox 5's Deidre Dukes is live at the state capitol with the details. Deidre?
Well, during today's hearing, it was clear that senators will continue to push for Willis to testify. Now, her attorneys did indicate yesterday that she would not be making an appearance, and they are fighting those subpoenas in court.
The last person on our agenda, of course, is the first person, Honorable Fani Willis. She has not appeared yet.
Fulton County DA Fani Willis was a no-show for the state Senate committee hearing Friday. DA Willis defied a pair of subpoenas to appear before the GOP-led panel, which is investigating whether she engaged in misconduct, including the misuse of public funds and prosecuting the Georgia election interference case.
Let's please note for the record that Ms. Willis has failed to appear in compliance with the subpoena.
The Georgia General Assembly passed legislation creating the Senate Special Committee on Investigations after Willis was accused in February of having an improper relationship with Special Prosecutor Nathan Wade. Fox 5 obtained a copy of the summons signed by committee chairman Bill Calzert and Lieutenant Governor Burt Jones ordering Willis to testify. And
all I'm going to say is, if Fani Willis had nothing, absolutely zero things to hide, guess what? She would not have ignored this subpoena. She would have came forth and gave every evidence, every bit of evidence that she thought she knew. But guess what? She knows she's crooked. She has lied under oath numerous times, and it's been proven. I'm not sure why she has not been charged for that yet. That blows my mind.
Produced several documents, including text messages and emails between Wade and Willis, and an accounting of money and gifts they exchanged. Willis is challenging the subpoenas in Fulton County Superior Court and is seeking an emergency injunction.
This is definitely a political endeavor.
Calzert didn't talk to reporters after the meeting, but Democratic committee members called the hearings a political witch hunt.
And the fact is that we should be involved in making sure that we're serving Georgia's families, and that's what we're trying to do.
Isn't that ironic? The political persecutor is now calling it a political witch hunt, that she's being held accountable for her actions. This is absolutely insane. The hypocrisy. They don't see it. You can't make this kind of stuff up.
Be involved in making sure that we're serving Georgia's families, and that's what we're trying to do. And what we find out what the other side is actually trying to do is just serve former President Trump.
So as you can see, Fani said, nah, I'm not going to work with you. That was before. But after the elections, the Georgia Senate reconvened and they issued a new subpoena for Fani. And Judge Shakura Ingram said, Fani, look, you have to go and observe this subpoena like you aren't above the law. So let's take a look. Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis told a court judge in Georgia she will finally capitulate and respond to subpoenas issued by state legislators intent on quizzing the prosecutor about her and her office's efforts to investigate and prosecute President Donald Trump. Peach State Senator Bill Calzert, a Republican who represents the college town of Athens, is the chair of the Senate Special Committee on Investigations. That committee has been looking into Willis for years. Since the summer of 2024, Calzert has been intent on getting Willis to talk under oath about her long, frustrated Trump crusade. Now, y'all remember, it's not just the fact that Willis was going after Trump. It was the fact that she, at the time that she went after Trump, used county funds to hire a special prosecutor. That special prosecutor's name is Nathan Wade. There's nothing wrong with that. That's kind of par for the course. But then Ashley Merchant, who is a defense attorney for one of the people Fani was going after, she found out that Fani and Nathan had a thing or have a thing going on. And that raises all kinds of potential issues because Fani's paying Nathan out of the county coffers, but because they have a thing going on, he's spending money on Fani.
Let's talk about Tennessee. You booked a cabin in August 2023 and paid for a cabin in Tennessee. That's when you paid for it. I don't know when the trip was. Can you tell us about that?
August of 2023?
You booked a trip for $1,481.54.
Are you asking me, did I take that trip with Miss Willis, or you
I mean, come on, you guys. The taxpayers of Fulton County, Georgia, ought to be outraged by this. As soon as I seen this is where my taxpayers dollars are going, oh my God, I would have been up in fumes, up in smoke about this. As soon as this case, all the attention turned from the prosecution of Donald Trump and the other 18 co-defendants in the racketeering case to Fani Willis and her love triangle with this guy, Nathan Wade, this whole thing should have been tossed out. We already know why it continued to come, though. That's because this was coming from higher up the pipeline than we could see.
asking me?
First, I was just asking you to acknowledge that that is correct from the records, that you paid for a cabin in Tennessee. Do you recall, and hopefully you can do it from your memory, do you recall paying for a cabin 6 months ago, $1,400.81 in Tennessee?
Where are we now? What page is that?
I'm just asking from your memory. Do you remember paying for a cabin in August?
Come on, bro.
Not if he's going to be asked about a particular transaction.
You can answer whether he remembers or not.
6 months, bro.
Mr. Wade, I'm not asking you to go through 1,000 pages of records. I'm asking if you remember paying for a cabin 6 months ago in Tennessee.
For $1,400.
No.
You remember booking a cabin?
I booked lots of cabins.
Like, they're playing in our faces. The taxpayers of her town should be in just flames right now with how long this is going on. But at this point, I think they enjoy corruption and what Fani Willis is using and abusing their dollars to do, because they keep voting her in. She just got reelected.
Did you go to a cabin with Miss Willis ever?
Ever?
Ever.
He's trying to think like, no, that was a hotel. No, that was a water park resort. Oh, no, that was a beachfront. That was the villa. Okay. No, we never went to a cabin, but we went to a lot of other places. I mean, they were using the taxpayers' dime in order to fund their lavish vacation. Then don't even get me started on where the grant money that was supposed to go to Fani Willis's district attorney's office, where that stuff went to, where they got new swag, new Chromebooks, backpacks. They did everything. They did a shopping spree on the taxpayers' dollars. All this federal grant money. It's nuts. It's absolutely insane. And look how they act. And then they play these games.
No.
You've never gone to a cabin with Miss Willis?
No.
Have you ever gone to Tennessee with Miss Willis?
Yes.
So it kind of looks like, Fani, maybe you're paying him and then he's circling back around and you're benefiting from the money that he has. Some of that money comes from you. She paid him somewhere north of $600,000 or $700,000. His law firm, okay? Not him as an individual, but him as an attorney. So this is another major area of inquiry that the Georgia State Senate wants to inquire about. And of course, we can see why Fani wanted to resist. But Judge Ingram said, no, Fani, you can't get around it. So petitioner has agreed to produce documents previously produced to the United States House Judiciary Committee and public documents previously produced and publicly filed in response to attempts to disqualify the office of the district attorney in the Atlanta Judicial Circuit. Now, Fani has been disqualified and her office has been disqualified from the Trump prosecution, from the Trump election interference case. So she's taking L's. She really is just taking nothing but L's with this whole Trump thing. It's been, and by extension, her county and Georgia, because she represents Fulton County and Georgia, and she's taking nothing but L's. Both parties agree that these documents provided to the United States House Judiciary Committee and responses to the motion to disqualify will satisfy the production of documents to be given to the Senate Special Committee on Investigations. This agreement does not waive any future subpoenas or objections to them. So y'all, it looks like not only is Fani going to be handing over documents, but she's also apparently going to testify.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Finally, we're seeing the justice that we've been looking for. It looks like Fani is being reined in by the courts, showing that she is not above the law. We've seen her ignore multiple subpoenas to testify. We know why she doesn't want to come forth with the evidence, the documents, or her testimony, because she's guilty as can be. We can see that from the beginning of this case. When it all came out, Ashley Merchant broke the big bombshell. The case just started unraveling at the seams, and it hasn't stopped since. I mean, Fani Willis knows that she was trying to gain fame and riches through Donald Trump's name in this case, and it didn't work. It all backfired right on her, guys. I can't wait to see that testimony coming from Fani Willis. It's only going to bring more trouble. I'm not sure why she hasn't been indicted for lying multiple times under oath and also just flat out ignoring judges' demands. So we'll see what's going on there. Y'all hop in the comment section. Let me know what you're thinking. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy more content like this, catch you guys on the next week.